In a kingdom where the sun hid behind majestic mountains, a king sought more than just a queen to share the throne. He yearned for someone whose heart was pure and sincere. Determined to find such a rare gem, the king devised a peculiar challenge. In the grand hall of the castle, noble ladies from every corner of the kingdom gathered, eager for the chance to become the future queen. With an enigmatic gaze, the king announced the challenge. "I will give each of you a seed to plant and care for until it grows into a beautiful plant. In 2 months you must return to my presence, bringing the fully grown plant, so that I may decide who will be the new queen." The news echoed through the hall like a whisper. The king's proposal pleased everyone present, as the people realized that, through the challenge, the king was not only seeking beauty in the contenders, but something deeper. Among the aspirants was Isabella, a young woman with dark hair and eyes full of curiosity. Unlike the others, she had no experience with plants, but accepted the challenge with joy. After receiving the seed, the young woman planted it in a beautiful vase and every day watered the soil, awaiting the birth of the plant. 2 months passed, and nothing happened. Isabella tried everything, used all the fertilizers recommended to her, applied every possible technique, but the seed stubbornly refused to sprout. The young woman began to think that she would not be the chosen one, because the time stipulated by the king had elapsed, and the seed remained the same as the day she received it. Still, aware of her effort and dedication, she decided to attend the palace on the day appointed by the king. On the appointed day, Isabella was there, as were the other contenders. While she held a vase full of soil and nothing more, the others carried beautiful flowers, each more beautiful than the last. Very sad, realizing her situation, she saw the king enter the castle hall and begin the ceremony. Then the king walked through the hall, admiring the flowers presented by the contenders. However, when he passed by Isabella, the king smiled and said, "You are the winner of the challenge." Everyone present was surprised by the king's decision. No one could understand why he had ignored all those beautiful flowers to choose the contender who hadn't even managed to cultivate her seed. Thus, with serenity, the king explained, "Since I issued the challenge, I asked God to bring me a worthy woman with a heart similar to his, and this young woman was the only one who cultivated the seed that made her worthy of being a queen. She nurtured the seed of honesty, for all the seeds I distributed were sterile and could never blossom." The story teaches us that truth and honesty are the seeds that cultivate a worthy heart. Sometimes the superficiality of appearances can distract us, but integrity and sincerity are the roots that sustain the true value of a person. Like Isabella, we must remember that truth is a fertile ground where the noblest virtues grow. The king recognized the genuine effort and honesty that Isabella demonstrated in facing an apparently impossible challenge. The moral of this story urges us to be like Isabella on our own path, facing the truth head-on even when appearances suggest otherwise. Honesty is the light that dispels the shadows of distrust, building solid foundations for relationships. In a world often guided by illusions and masks, the story reminds us of the intrinsic beauty of honesty. Being true to oneself and others is the path that leads to a pure heart, and, like Isabella, we may discover that by choosing truth, we are cultivating a lasting beauty that transcends fleeting appearances.